Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for today. Berea College students are attempting to unionize. We've got all the details on that. Plus, a McKee couple are charged with promoting human trafficking in a bizarre story, and an update to the legislative session. All that plus more news, local sports, and weather. That is coming up today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day. Students at Berea College in Madison County are launching a union campaign called the Union Student Workers of Berea, or USWB, advocating for better pay and treatment from supervisors. The group hopes to create a formal grievance system, improve wages, negotiate job contracts, and more. They seek to build a worker-oriented environment that prioritizes labor and worker well-being. Berea College, guided by the Work College Act and federal regulations, states that it complies with all rules as a work college. However, they acknowledge the value of student contributions and learning through the work learning service positions. Unlike most schools, Berea College doesn't charge tuition, but requires students to work while enrolled. However, the labor program aimed at developing work ethic has drawn criticism from union organizations who see it as burdensome to education. The students are seeking federal approval to officially unionize, although they've yet to receive direct acknowledgement from the school leadership. They've submitted a petition for approval. That's an ongoing story, and of course, we'll have more as it becomes available right here at WBONTV.com. Well, a husband and wife from McKee have been accused of attempting to sell their 2-week-old twin girls. Earlier this week, on March 18th, court records show the children's aunt reported to the Johnson County Sheriff's Office that 23-year-old Zachary Davis and 22-year-old Jacqueline Keith had agreed to sell their children for $5,000. According to authorities, screenshots of conversations with Davis and other video evidence were provided in order to back up those claims. Davis claimed in an interview with police that for the past 3 weeks, his sister had been watching the twins and would allegedly always talk him into letting them keep the girls rather than take them home with time. Court records claim that Davis has admitted to joking about selling the twins to her. Davis went on to allege that he had offered to sell the twins to their aunt for $5,000 because he said he knew they were going to try to take the kids away anyways. The sheriff's office, according to court documents, spoke with Keith separately. Keith reportedly stated that the twins were being kept from her and that Davis was being manipulated into letting the twins be taken from them by the aunt. She argued that she offered to sell because she wanted to take that to court. When asked by police as to how she thought the claim would help her case, she reportedly told them that it was to prove she was being set up. Both of the parents' phones were taken as evidence. Keith and Davis were taken into custody and lodged in the Jackson County Detention Center. They're charged with promoting human trafficking. Both are held on a $10,000 bond. They are set to appear in court on March 25th at 9 a.m. Well, when Madison County, Richmond, and Berea lived in the shadow of a deadly chemical weapons stockpile, the 3 local governments and their first responding agencies worked together on a plan to mitigate a potential accident or disaster at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Now that over 500 tons of chemical weapons at the depot have been destroyed, officials face a new challenge: how to pay for emergency services in the 3 communities when federal disaster preparedness funding comes to an end. To come to terms with the problem, the 3 governments have formed a post-CSEPP task force who have been exploring answers and solutions to the budget challenges the loss of CSEPP funds will create. The task force is meeting with all 3 local governments tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to make their recommendations known to the local governments. WBON will have a follow-up on these developments on tomorrow's newscast. You can also read more about it at the story up now at WBONTV.com by guest columnist Andy McDonald. Well, last week we brought you a story about a nonprofit organization that specializes in equine-assisted therapy. Kentucky Foothills Therapeutic Horsemanship Center has been helping people for nearly 20 years, and this Saturday we'll see their 2024 riding season begin. With more details on how you can sign up and what to expect, here is WBON TV's Gage Hill.
For almost 20 years, Kentucky Foothills Therapy Horsemanship Center has made it their mission to help improve the quality of life for individuals who are faced with physical, emotional, or developmental challenges through equine-assisted therapy. The nonprofit organization began in 2005 at their Jackson County Center. Around 10 years ago, CSEPP opened their Jacks Creek Stable location in Richmond. Families from all over Kentucky and even outside of the state have traveled to these centers to participate in the unique form of therapy. CSEPP President David Gannon says he's seen the benefits the program can offer firsthand.
It's just a program that, with the continued therapy with these horses, we've had people that are paraplegics that have actually started taking steps, because when they ride the horse, it's like them walking. So when a horse moves, it moves their legs and muscles in their legs and actually builds it up.
The opening of CSEPP's 2024 season is scheduled to take place this Saturday. Whether it's by horseback riding, petting and grooming the horses, or even getting to shoot some hoops while on horseback, participants can utilize their sessions to help them with their specific challenges. Gannon tells us that no previous riding experience is needed to enter into the program.
If somebody's never been around a horse, the first few sessions might just be learning to get around a horse, and that the horse is, going to be a loving horse, and just build that confidence, and then eventually get to a point where they're comfortable enough to want to try to ride.
According to Gannon, the horses that riders will get to know during their time at the Jacks Creek Riding Stable go through an evaluation and extensive training before being cleared to participate in therapy sessions.
We own all the horses. Of course, we have to check, that Mark and Cheryl, the founders of CSEPP, they check them out, make sure that they're a horse that will be able to do this, and then that horse actually goes through its own training before it is put with riders. It would probably be months before that horse would be put into the rotations.
Although CSEPP held their open house event this past Saturday, you can still enroll for equine-assisted therapy. The season kickoff event will take place this upcoming Saturday, March 23rd, to welcome new and returning riders. For additional information, you can contact CSEPP at 606-965-2158. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. We're going to take a quick break. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center. Warmer today. It's kind of been all over the place this week. We're going to have Sam give us a look at the forecast for the next few days and the weekend. That's all coming up right here, live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow. 'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Alive at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. A little warmer out there today, a little bit nicer. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center to give us a look at that forecast.
Thanks, Gretelyn, and hi, everybody. We've had some blustery winds out here on our Wednesday, and for the day Thursday, the winds quickly diminishing actually as we go into the overnight tonight, but that's also going to allow a very chilly night. High pressure is building in, and so our temperatures are really going to plummet. Cold start to our Thursday, and it'll be kind of a cooler afternoon in store for us as well, but pleasant. And then a few showers grace us late Friday and into early Saturday morning, but everything clears on out by that point, and we'll have a dry weekend. Now, much more unsettled as we go into next week. We have another storm system arriving around Tuesday. So looking at the overnight lows, we'll drop down into the mid to upper 20s outside. Bundle up out the door here early Thursday morning. High temperatures will tap out in the upper 40s to maybe around 51 degrees, and then a little bit warmer for the day Friday. We have wave moving to our north and to our south as we go into Thursday night, Friday. And that's where we could get, again, just a couple showers. We're kind of in between all of this. And so it might even get missed completely. But anyhow, we'll see the potential there of a few drips at least Friday and into Saturday morning. Then it clears. So looking at, again, a high of 51 only for our Thursday. High pressure overhead, lighter winds, a cold start to the morning. And then we'll drop down to 36 Thursday night into our Friday morning. Friday, more clouds and a chance of a couple of those showers moving through the area late. And then down to 48, 53 Saturday as everything clears out. Back into sunshine Sunday. And look at this warm up. This is out ahead of a much more powerful system that's going to move in on Tuesday and Wednesday. Could get some thunderstorms in here and some heavier rainfall at times. And stronger winds, though, on Monday and Tuesday as that system moves on in.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the legislative session in Frankfort has been picking up steam as it gets closer to coming to an end. Today, Charles Baglin and Keith West join us from the state capitol with updates on more legislation making its way through the chamber halls.
Lawmakers in Frankfort are advancing a bill which would change how Kentucky would fill a federal Senate vacancy. As it stands, stemming from a measure that passed in 2021, the governor would choose from a short list of 3 names recommended by the executive committee of the outgoing senator's state party. House Bill 622, brought by Representative Stephen Rudy of Paducah, would give the choice back to the people. Using the wording of the 17th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution,
when vacancies happen in the representation of any state in the Senate, the executive authority of such state shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancy.
A writ of election simply means the governor would call a special election to fill the Senate seat. A vacancy has not occurred since lawmakers passed the 2021 legislation. House Bill 622, which prefers the special election, now moves to the full Senate for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Legislation to require elementary students to learn how to write in cursive was heard in the State House Education Committee. Writing in cursive is quite literally a lost art, according to the sponsor of Senate Bill 167, State Senator Lindsey Tishner of Senate District 6, located in Oldham and Jefferson counties. Senate Bill 167 would aim to ensure proficiency in cursive handwriting by the 5th grade in Kentucky schools starting in the 25-26 school year. During testimony, Senator Tishner said that learning cursive will not only help students be able to sign their name, it can also help students with dyslexia.
It can help tremendously for students who have dyslexia, and it's the continuous motion helps students to see the word as a whole as opposed to broken letters and markings on the page.
The measure passed in committee and will now await a full hearing in the House. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, guys, for that update. A Jackson County native who attended school here in Richmond and now lives in Lexington was sentenced in a child porn case. Dakota Douglas Hines, 27, has been sentenced to 18 years in federal prison for attempted production of child pornography. Hines reached a plea agreement where he admitted to engaging in chat conversations with an unidentified individual from New Jersey between February the 23rd and February the 27th of 2019. During these exchanges, the individual sent Hines sexually explicit photographs of his own son, described as a toddler. Under federal law, Hines must serve 85% of his sentence before being eligible for parole. Additionally, upon release, he will be subject to 25 years of probation. Well, in Jessamine County, more than 24 cows were discovered dead in March, leading to charges against a husband and wife who are expected in court Wednesday. Justin and Kimberly Jasper face a total of 75 charges, including 50 counts of animal cruelty and 25 counts related to improper disposal of animal carcasses. The animals were found on Stevens Lane, prompting Jessamine County Animal Care and Control to investigate the incident. This is an ongoing investigation. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins back in for Dawson. That is still coming up next.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Leeds Fine Jewelry, located in beautiful downtown Richmond, has been a trusted name for 30 years. John Leeds handcrafts unique jewelry that is sure to stand out above the rest. Come see the selection of red Kentucky agate necklaces, earrings, and rings, available in both silver and gold. Leeds also specializes in jewelry repair and restoration. Visit Leeds Fine Jewelry, nationally known and locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Well, tonight is a big night for the EKU women's basketball team as they begin play in the women's NIT. Today in sports, we hear from head coach Greg Todd, and Michael Watkins has some news from the men's team as well.
Thanks, Gran. That's right. Back here with you and happy to be with you on this Hump Day edition of the Sports Report. And tonight, the EKU women's basketball team will open up play in the WNIT when they travel north to face Purdue Fort Wayne. Last night, head coach Greg Todd spoke about the chance to play postseason basketball, something EKU hasn't had the chance to do in over a decade.
We're very excited about a postseason tournament, a very prestigious event in the WNIT, and it's been 11 years since EKU has played in a postseason event, and we've had a great year, first time in 19 years, I think, to be exact, to have a 20-win season. And with that, we're really looking forward to playing in this event. We know with our gym being renovated, which is going to be a great thing, we don't have a chance to host. So we got to be road warriors. We're very blessed that we played well on the road. We've had 10 road wins, all against Division I opponents. And that's, I think, the most in the history of the school as far as road wins. So with our team this year, we've battled on the road, and tomorrow night, I think, against a good Purdue Fort Wayne team, we'll have to play exceptionally well. They have a lot of great shooters. They move the ball well. They've got good length, and they're like every team. You know, they've got a great record at home. I think they're 11-3 on their home court. So will be a battle, but really love this team we have, and excited to get to work.
Tonight's game is scheduled to tip off at 7 p.m. with the game airing live here locally on one of our media partners, Y92.5 WEKY, with play-by-play voice Wes Chandler. In other EKU basketball news, it was a rough day yesterday for Colonel fans as both returning starting guards of the men's team, Leland Walker and Tayshawn Comer, announced they were entering the transfer portal. Walker earned first-team All-A-Sun honors this past season. The 6'1" guard averaged 15.4 points per game and over 4 assists per game. Comer joins his teammate in the portal after a 7.8 point per game season and 3 assists. The two players were best friends before coming to EKU Hoops. It'll be interesting to see if they are once again joined as they enter the portal and where they end up. That's not all of the bad news for EKU men's hoops. In a story that came out on X yesterday, head coach A.W. Hamilton was one of 2 finalists for the University of Illinois Chicago's open position, that coming from Adam Zagoria.
So lots of EKU hoops, and we'll be continuing to follow those stories as we progress here in the off season. And of course, this is when we love college basketball. You do not want to forget to fill out your brackets now as time is dwindling down. Head on over to WCYOFM.com and fill out your bracket as part of our media partner 100.7 The Coyotes Bracket Challenge. It's free to enter, and you can win cool prizes like a big HD flat screen TV, gift cards, and cash. Complete rules online at WCYOFM.com. You can compete against myself, Dawson, and we'll be repeatedly daily looking at the results as we go throughout the NCAA tournament. For WBON TV Sports, sending it back over to Grendelin, I'm Michael Watkins.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It is Wednesday, and everyone knows what that means. It is Wanted Wednesday, brought to you by the Kentucky State Police. This week's Wanted Wednesday is Michael Crouch. Michael Crouch is Michael Wayne Crouch, 52 years old. He is wanted for failing to comply with the sex offender registry. He is listed as 5 foot 9 inches tall with green eyes. You can see a picture there of Michael Wayne Crouch upon your screen. Again, 52, 5'9" with green eyes. Take a good look. If you have any information on his location, you're asked to please contact the Kentucky State Police Post 12 at Frankfort, 502-227-2221. However, if you just see him out, go ahead and contact any post of your local KSP post. Thanks so much for joining us today Live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.